Welcome to the channel. Today we're reviewing the Manchester Airport Commuter route, the latest addition to Trains World 5, and the very first route developed by Alan Thomson Simulations for the platform. This route takes us from Manchester Piccadilly to Alderley Edge, with services branching either through Stockport or Manchester Airport, offering a busy and varied stretch of modern UK rail. If you enjoy Trains World content, don't forget to like and subscribe. It literally helps the channel. Now let's get into it. The Manchester Airport Commuter route spans 27 miles between Manchester Piccadilly and Alderley Edge, featuring two main branches. You have the original Stockport line, the main line between Manchester and Crewe, and then the Style line, which branches off Wilmslow, which was built in the 1900s. This line was later expanded in 1993 to Manchester Airport to meet growing air travel demands. The route itself comes with two locomotives. You get the Class 323 EMU in Northern Rail colours, which you also have if seen on the Glossop line, along with the Class 66 diesel freight locomotive. But where the route gets really exciting is if you own the additional layers, as you can have the Class 390 Pendolino, the Class 350, the 158 and the Class 150 and 153 DMUs, along as the Class 87, which can be used on rail tours. With these layers loaded, the corridor bursts to life with freight, commuter, regional and long distance travel, and even the special train service filling the timetable, creating a highly dynamic and immersive rail environment. One of the highlights of the Manchester Airport route is how authentically it captures the urban heart of South Manchester. From the moment you depart Manchester Piccadilly, you're taken on a journey through bustling suburbs, historic infrastructure and major commuter junctions. The standout visual feature is Stockport Viaduct, an iconic piece of British rail architecture with its towering red brick arches stretching across the Mersey Valley. It's a true landmark and looks stunning in the game. As the line progresses, you hit the Edgeley Junctions, a complex web of track where services divert towards Alderley Edge, Hazel Grove and Chester. But the real star, the stations. Every single station is carefully crafted, with accurate detailing, platform signage, and even the surrounding urban scenery, which really brings each stop to life. Manchester Piccadilly is especially impressive. You can walk through the entire concourse and even explore the Metrolink tram lines underneath the station, which is a rare and appreciated touch. Personally, the station design and attention to real-world accuracy are one of my favourite parts of the route. From the greenery around Wilmslow to the airport approach, there's a lot to admire, not just from the cab but also on foot. The route comes with 5 bespoke scenarios, all built around the Class 323 in Northern Rail livery. These scenarios offer a nice range of challenge and playtime, with runs lasting between 25 to 55 minutes. Perfect whether you've got time for a quick session or want something a bit more involved. Each scenario offers a different experience, from standard commuter runs to more complex operations involving delays and changing weather. The difficulty level varies too, some with some simple A to B services, while others really test your ability to manage the signal stops and timetable under pressure. Outside of the scenarios, the route is fully fleshed out with weekends, weekday and Sunday timetables, giving you a dozen of options for standard service runs. What's more, conductor mode is supported, letting you experience the route from the passenger or guard perspective, adding another layer of immersion and variety. Whether you're driving a short hop to the airport or full-length commuter run to Alderley Edge, there's plenty of gameplay packed into this route, with enough variety to keep the feelings fresh. In terms of performance, the Manchester Airport Commuter route runs very well overall. On my system, it consistently held a solid 60 frames per second, even in busy areas like Manchester Piccadilly and Stockport. There were a few occasional frame drops, particularly when loading in detailed scenery or approaching build-up sections, but honestly, this is pretty much in line with what you'd expect from every Train Sim World route. It's not unique to this route and didn't impact playability in any meaningful way. Whether you're running a full commuter timetable or just exploring on foot, performance remains smooth and reliable for the most part, making it an enjoyable experience both in and out of the cab. As much as there is to love about the route, it's not without its drawbacks, and a few of them are hard to ignore. Firstly, it's a little disappointing that the route doesn't continue down to Crewe. On PlayStation 5, the route is even tighter from Manchester to Crewe, which could mislead some players. Historically, this line was built as part of the Manchester to Crewe corridor, and it would have been fantastic to have that full run included. Hopefully there's scope for a future extension, as the foundations are clearly in place. Another notable omission is the Hazel Grove branch. Many of the commuter services heading through Stockport continue down that line, and its absence slightly limits the service variety for those players who enjoy their realism in the timetable. There's also some gaps in the scenery. Most strikingly, the Etihad Stadium is completely missing on the approach to Manchester Piccadilly, despite being clearly visible from the real-world line. Likewise, Edgeley Park, which backs right onto Edgeley Junction near Stockport, is also absent, which feels like a missed opportunity to highlight local landmarks. There's also some oddities in distant scenery. For instance, Mersey Shopping Centre, easily visible from Stockport Viaduct, appears to have been replaced with generic housing blocks. Not exactly accurate, and it breaks some of the immersion for local players who know the area well. While these issues don't ruin the experience, they do stand out because the rest of the route is done so well, making the missing details and route limitations all the more noticeable. Overall, the Manchester Airport Commuter route is a solid addition to Trains to World 5, and with its lower price point, it's definitely one I'd recommend picking up. It's a nice mix of gameplay, from short, sharp commuter runs to long, more relaxed services. Station detail is among the best in the entire simulator, and when paired with the layered traffic, it feels busy and alive, as it does in real life. In fact, if you want to see how close the route is to reality, you can check out my videos filmed at Stockport, Leverhulme and Burnage to show how accurate and immersive this route can be. Links in the description below. Despite a few issues and omissions, the gameplay, atmosphere and value for money easily outweigh negatives. For a UK route, or anyone who enjoys commuter heavy timetables, this is a no-brainer. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe and let me know in the comments what you think of the route, or what you'd like to see in future reviews. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.